What's up, everybody? We are continuing the exploration of Blue-Green Tempo Amulet. So far we started this league. This is after making some changes. I added a 29th land in the form of Tranquil Thicket, right here. And I took out both Romance because I think that card is terrible, and adding a Walking Ballista instead. That opened up one sideboard slot, which currently I'm using the second braid. Sorry, the Force of Vigor came in place of the Veil of Summer that I was running before, and then different to the list that I fireballed with, I was playing 2 Fire Spout with that one. Now I'm playing second Explosives instead of the second Fire Spout. But yeah, if you want to see like my thoughts on the deck, you can check out yesterday's stream, which will be up on YouTube later today, and you can see you can see like my thoughts on the deck and how my testing has gone so far. But yeah, we're trying out some new things today, namely, well, this not playing Remand and adding a Tranquil Thicket in place of the 29th land, as we can see. But yeah, this card is by far the one that overperforms the most, and Condescend is just fine in a lot of scenarios. Remand was consistently mediocre, so yeah. Can't hear me? You should be getting some sound for sure. Hello? Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Can you hear me? Oh, just a little white. Okay. Okay. I turned up the volume a little bit. Is that better? What I should do, honestly, is I should kind of try to get some better, a better microphone. This is an interesting hand. Having drawn both of our basics, it's pretty bad, honestly. but being able to, like, we have access to steerings. We already have a Titan and an Amulet. I think I'm gonna try this out. If we're playing against something like blue-white, where having our basics in hand is going to be really painful, we're gonna be pretty far behind, actually. But I'm willing to risk it. And yeah, I think I'm gonna Amulet on one. Very it's what you're telling me is very interesting, actually, Epion. Okay, so we're playing against probably humans here. Ariana with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you so much for the continued support, Ariana. Let me update the sub count. Alright, so we're playing against black-white taxes. This is actually great. Like, my opponent has a Vial in play and I'm able to get value from my Condescend. This is excellent for us. Oof. I feel like I do want to play around some kind of discard spell, so I guess I'm going to bottom the Amulet and top the Titan, so I can draw the Titan and try to draw into a land. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I have the mic almost maxed out here. Maybe I can like take a little bit higher. How's that? Okay, so we're gonna lead on steerings here, trying to find a bounce land, of course. No such luck. And I guess I'd rather have access to the Grove than the other card. I don't think I'm gonna play it out yet though. Play tested your conversion last FNM 1-2-3. I need to learn how to mulligan this deck for sure. Yeah, I mean mulliganing is a big part of the deck, honestly. Mulliganing is definitely a big part of the deck, so don't get too discouraged if you don't get it the first time straight. All right, so here comes the Scholar. Okay, so they take my prime time. I honestly kind of don't want to. I think I don't want to play out the Azusa because this will enable my opponent's Strangler. I think I'm gonna need to do it though. Unfortunately. Yeah, so this is good. If my opponent has a Strangler, it's gonna be terrible, but I think that if I want to cast a prime time next turn, I'm gonna need to play this Azusa out anyway. So my opponent will have the Vial on 3 by that point, so it's gonna be bad for me anyway, basically. Need to get away with him at this point. I have been doing just fine against aggro, honestly. Yeah, so there's this triangle. This is the play that I was talking about before. Not much we can do about that though. We still have a Titan in hand. We just need to draw any land. I could cantrip to try to draw into exactly a bounce land, but I think any land gives me primetime mana with this setup, so I think it's better to just try to draw. Things not looking great here. I really need to find a land there. Epion, the Tron matchup is very, very good for us. So if he beat you and you feel like you were behind, it's because they had the nut draw. That's pretty much how that works, honestly. Yeah, this is pretty brutal. Like I drew the land on a bad turn, and now he's going to get to Scholar my prime time. Yeah, this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. And this is lethal, right? Like 3? No, this is not lethal. Yeah, I guess there's nothing I can do at this point. I'm just locked out. Alright, post Cyborg the things get significantly better for us. Far about this explosives. I mean, we have a lot of tools, and we get to take out all the bad cards like Condescend. As you just saw, Condescend is just horrendous. You can take out the Grove. Take out one Cavern. I guess we want to take out the Bog instead of the Cavern. There we go. What else? Can side out one Summoner's Pact. I guess I do want Ferox, right? Yeah, it seems decent. Definitely want all my Scouts. Definitely want. I guess I don't want all my Amulets. This is fine. Definitely want Ballista. Definitely want Explosives. Do I take out the Voyage? Is that what's up? This is interesting. I think I want to take out one of these. And one Steerings against the Thalia deck. Alright, let's go. I like this hand. Keep. Again, we're consistently drawing our basics, which is not great, but it's fine. We will survive. We will survive. They don't have the turn one. The turn one. What's his name? Bad beats. I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna steerings here. Second bounce land or Radium Fountain. I think second bounce land is gonna be better. The Titan has been treating me pretty well, Grant, and thank you for the raid. There was no notification for whatever reason. Welcome everybody. We're casting some Primeval Titans over here. Yes, it's not looking bad. This is looking fine. I tried to play around Ghost Quarter. That's why I didn't just slam that. Leonin Arbiter. Okay. It's not bad. We're gonna cycle the Thicket first, because that is even better. So yeah, let's do that one. Let's do that one. Now we can even force a Vigor in case my opponent does something bad for me. This is Thoughtnuts here. I guess that's annoying. So they're probably gonna take my prime time here. You were struggling today? Damn. Yeah, it's I literally am queued up with a limited deck right here. This is what I drafted. I got a Jin. I haven't played a single match yet, but man, this format it really is something else. It is a ton of fun. They took the Fire Spout. All right. All right, let's see what's up here. Yeah, I was really struggling for those 2 drops, but I think that it kinda got there. It didn't like really get there, but it kinda got there. Oof. That one is a little bit annoying. Okay, so we're fine then. So because I'm going to be able to just pay for Arbiter here, play this out. My opponent doesn't have Ghost Quarter or anything like that, so I'm gonna be able to do my thing here. Yeah, when your Eldrazi opponent doesn't draw their Ghost Quarter and stuff, it makes things so much easier for us. I'm gonna get to haste here. Definitely want to protect this. And then we serve. And Amulet makes the card Eldrazi Displacer kind of embarrassing, honestly. So here we have a couple of options. I think I'm going to go for Tolaria West and Radium Fountain. We already have a bounce land in hand, and now I gain a couple of life, and I can start like recurring this. While I also get to pay 2 for the Leonin Arbiter in case my opponent has a path to exile or something like that. So I think we're gonna be fine. Okay, so never mind. Never mind what I just said. Arbiter is gonna be good here. Yeah, got me. Giver of Runes. It's not gonna be enough to kill me. I think I should be fine here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I need to pay for both Arbiters. Then I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. Pay for both Arbiters. 1, 2, 3. Transmute for explosives on 2. Blow them up. I think I'm gonna be fine here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. So we're gonna do pay for this guy. Let's see which one I'm paying for. This one. 1, 2. Pay for that one. 1, 2. All right. 1, 2, 3. Play bounce land. Bounce Tolaria West. Transmute using this mana. Get engineered explosives. Flash this in. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm not dead. And then we play explosives for 2. And we pass the turn. So he's gonna get to blink here, but if they do, then they can't. Oh, they're gonna let me block. So I'm gonna blow up both Leonin Arbiters, and then next turn I'm gonna transmute this for another Titan and win. Yeah, they should definitely blink my plant here. I guess they want to like draw step. They want to draw step, blink the Thought Knot, I think. But that's not gonna work out because I'm going to transmute for the Pact. That's a Thalia, that doesn't do anything. And it means my opponent has 0 cards in hand. Yeah, that's a line, and they are going to die. It's like, yep. You got my Thought Knot. But now they dead. Because I'm gonna get to haste anyway. Yeah, so float here, play this out. 3, bounce, transmute, Summoner's Pact. Play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more to pay for Thalia attacks. Prime time. This. And this is GG's. They concede. Alright. Good, good, good. Anything I want to change? I think I still like the Force of Vigor. Mostly because of Tide Hollow Scholar. That card is kind of a pain. If it were just because of the Aether Vials, I don't think I would bring it in. I would definitely bring in the Rex Sage anyway, but I don't think I would bring in the Force of Vigors. But because of the Tide Hollow Scholar, I think I am interested in the Force. Yeah, I think I like this. I don't think I want to change anything. Playing it with lightning speed. Oh yeah, we're not messing around here. We're not messing around in this stream. So they might want a mulligan or not. They start with 7. Is this good enough to keep? If we don't draw any other lands, we're going to lose. I think I'm going to mulligan this hand. It really is tempting, but I think we can do better. Yeah, I like this one much, much more. Gonna keep, and we're gonna bottom the Sun Home. Alright, turn 1 nothing is of course great for us. Play the Scout, pass the turn. Turn 2 Scholar might be annoying, but that's not a turn 2 Scholar, so we're fine. Let's cycle this, see what we draw. Was that tight play? What do you guys think? What is that a good play? All right, is this another one of these dudes? Cardboard cantrips, more lunchtime, prime time. I love it. Thank you for that tier 1 subscription. Welcome one more time to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you so much for the continued support. Yeah, the Arbiter is probably not gonna be enough. That Ghost Quarter is annoying. So let's say I play this end of turn. My opponent Ghost Quarters me, and I need to bounce a land. Yeah, that's no bueno. Yeah, so I guess my opponent messed me up there. Stupid Leonin Arbiter. Stupid Arbiter. I guess I messed this up now. Yeah, because I kind of don't want to play Primetime here. Yeah, I missed sequence here. Damn. Okay, too late now. I think I need to commit the Primetime now. I'm not gonna get to fetch, which is really annoying. But like, if my opponent has a path to exile, then I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. I think I really punted here. All right, that's actually great for me. But if they have a path to exile, then I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. So please don't have a path. Please no path. Please no path. If this is a slow roll, it's very, very mean. Just saying. If this is a slow roll, I don't appreciate it. Yeah, I think that my opponent doesn't have it, but if this is a slow roll, then... And if they have something like a Thought Knot, I'm gonna be very happy that I played out the Primetime, so... I think we might still be fine. Alright, Mirror Crusader. Yeah, that guy's not gonna be very good. I mean, it's gonna be very good, it's just not gonna be enough. That's what I mean. So we're gonna pay 2 here. Gonna pay for Arbiter. And then I'm going to play this out. And then I swing. And here I'm very interested in getting Tulare West for sure. Now, I think the pick is actually going to be Sunhome. Because it makes my opponent's double blocks bad. So yeah, we're going to do this. Like this is fine. So my opponent's basically just saving 2 damage, but they don't trade with my Titan, and they still need to answer it, so... I think I'm gonna hold up all my mana and pass the turn. But now we have protection from this Mirror Crusader, and we have a way to set up another Titan if we want to. Interesting. So now I get to trade with this guy if I want to. I guess it forces the Displacer activation. That's what it does, actually. But I think I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna take 7 down to 10. Yeah, I think we're fine here. And I think I'd rather trade the Azusa. So now if my opponent wants to keep their Arbiter alive, they're gonna need to either blink my Azusa or blink their own Arbiter. bounce this. All right, we traded with the successfully traded with the arbiter, so things should be looking very well for us now. Sick draw. Can we Titan here? And the answer is yes. Yes, we can. We need to sequence properly though, so we do this. Play a Susa. Play my second land. Play my third land. Play my fourth land. There's no arbiter in play, so this is easy peasy. We transmute for Summoner Spect. We summon our Spect for Primeval Titan. Cast Primeval Titan. And we're looking very, very good here. My opponent can blink one of my Titans if they want to, giving me an extra Titan trigger, which is nice. But yeah, we're looking real good. So here my opponent, yeah, this is they not even save a blocker because the amulet triggers the amulet triggers anyway and untaps the Titan, which is kind of hilarious. I guess we can do Kalni Fountain, and then with this attack trigger we're gonna get Tolaria. Actually, I don't want Kalni. We got enough blockers. Let's do this. Yeah, Amulet really makes Eldrazi Displacer not very good. We're gonna do Simic and Vesuva? I think I'm gonna do Kalni Garden. I'm interested in not dying to like Ghost Quarter and Damping Sphere or something like that. So I might as well get another green source that yeah, let's bounce the Tolaria West. I know that I'm not gonna be able to transmute, but that's fine, I don't care. And now we're holding up Force of Vigor, and we are gonna have Walking Ballista next turn, so Mirror Crusader is not gonna be a problem. Give Rid of Runes is another card that's not gonna be a problem. Yeah, that Mirror Crusader needs to... That Mirror Crusader needed to stay back. Now my opponent is actually dead. I think I'm just going to Explosives for 3. Yeah. My opponent saw the line. Because by getting Explosive for 3, that allows me to attack with both Titans, because my opponent can't blink one of them. And then that's lethal. Cool. I personally think the Eldrazi Taxes matchup is quite good for us. Like, my opponent does have all the answers. Like, they do have cards, but they really need their cards to line up exactly in the perfect way in order for them to get there. Or we need to just like whiff for a bunch, like we saw in game 1. But if they struggle like at any point, like my opponent went turn 1 Vial into turn 2 Scholar in the previous game, and on games 2 and 3 they did not have the turn 1 Vial, and basically that slowed them down to a point where I was able to like not even really care about their arbiter. Of course, this hand would be insane if this were not an ETB tap land, so we're gonna mulligan. Yeah, I think I'm gonna mulligan again. This hand is very slow. Okay, we're gonna keep this one, bottoming Teleria West and the Gruul Turf. Actually, maybe I should have bottomed this second basic. Yep, the second untap land, I mean. That was probably a mistake. Alright, so we're playing against Green Tron. Not liking our chances here. Not loving our chances, but should be a solid matchup in post-board games. Yeah, so they do have the Sylvan Scrying. This multi-5, and I hedge by keeping the engineered explosives, but this multi-5 is probably not going to work out, unfortunately for us. Condescend would be pretty good here. I guess Condescend would be the way that we might get out of it. Yeah, even like not having access to Pact of Negation makes this considerably worse. If they have the turn 3 card, I'm going to concede. It's not turn 3 card at least. Also, the Ghost Quarter is in the sideboard with this list. So yeah, our game 1 is significantly worse, but our game 2 and 3 should be we should be a solid favorite to win the match. It's gonna be an Oblivion Stone. Man, the Tron matchup is so nice with Karn Amulet. It's really like just slam a Karn, and then like their O stones don't do anything. Their cycling stupid rocks don't do anything. It really makes things easier for us. Ballista is considerably worse. I guess we're gonna be able to get value from these explosives though, so that's something. I think I want to crack it right now. I doubt this card is gonna be good here. I really do. Maybe if they have another Walking Ballista, I can bounce it, and maybe they will let it go, but yep. Not much use in attempting to bounce a Chromatic Star. Yeah, things not looking great here. Things not looking great. Probably gonna get Ghost Quarter. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. I guess they do need to find a threat. Okay, so I guess I have one out, and that out is for me to draw exactly Amulet this turn. And then that way I can play Amulet, Pact for Azusa, play Azusa, and cast a Titan. That is literally my only way out. So if my opponent gives me a target for Perilous Voyage that allows me to scry, I'm going to snap it off. That one does not allow me to scry, unfortunately. I cannot beat the Ulamog though, so there's that. I guess I do want to bounce that. Alright, Amulet, off the top. Amulet. That's not an amulet. So they have a blast zone. What can I transmute for? That's gonna help me. Actually, that's gonna do anything. I don't think I can transmute for anything that's gonna do anything. So, just gonna play this out. That's a turn. Yeah, okay. So they have the tower. Alright, you got me. You got me, opponent. We definitely want Pack, we definitely want Spell Pierce, we don't want Bog, we want Excavator, we want Sage, and Ghost Quarter. We don't want this, we don't want this. We might want the Voyagers anyway. Maybe not. What we definitely don't want is Colony Garden. And we probably don't want Radiant Fountain either. I like all my other cards. Don't love the Rex Sage, but yeah, actually I'm not gonna play the Rex Sage. Let's do this. How's it going, Real Cheese? We're 3-0. We're continuing the league. Yesterday I left the league halfway. Like I was 2-0 and I had to go, so today we just played the first match against Black White Eldrazi and Taxes. And yep, we beat them in 3, and now we are sideboarding for game 2. We lost game 1 against Tron. This deck's game 1 against Tron seems significantly worse than with your normal amulet list. But post board, I think that this setup should be pretty solid. Not sure about this Spell Pierce. I think I might want the Spell Pierce on the draw, but not really on the play. On the play, maybe an Abrade is better. Yeah, post board things, especially with the list that I'm running with Excavator. It went great. Like doing commentary was very sweet yesterday. I really had a great time, and it's very cool. Like really, it's very easy to talk to Sean. So he really does make things easy. Oof. Do we keep this one? I'm gonna be a greed monster and I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna do that. I'm doing this just for science, okay? Just so you know, chat. I'm doing this just for you, okay? So we're gonna cycle Thicket on 1. We're going to like attempt to condescend on 2. Opponent moves to 5. Give me that value, condescend. I need that value. Yeah, this condescend is gonna make mana so awkward for us, because like I'm really incentivized to try to hold up condescend on turn 2. But if I don't find another untapped source, then I'm not gonna be able to hold up condescend on turn 3. So it really is a predicament. It really is a predicament. Alright, that's not bad. So I assume that my opponent is going to crack Expedition Map on turn 2. So if that's their play, then I think I want to take this turn off to play my bounce land. Turn 3 Tron, no big deal. Nice. Yeah, having drawn this, I was gonna say we might need to like hold up Condescend here, but having drawn probably the single best card in our deck for this situation, I'm gonna do this and do a little bit of this. And now any untapped source. Alright, so now we have 6 mana for Titan. 1, 2. So we either Titan or we Condescend. I think I want a Titan here. Yeah, I guess we could Ramunap. Is that better? So there's no need in triple GQing because that's not gonna put my opponent behind on mana. So I think I'd rather protect and hold up Condescend in case my opponent has like a Dismember or something. And also I don't want to die to like my opponent's own Ghost Quarter. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm gonna play my land. I'm going to Pact for Ramunap. And I'm gonna replay Ghost Quarter. And then play another land. Yeah, so I can that way I can destroy the power plant, and next turn I can prime time. And I can protect my prime time from I guess next turn I can't prime time, but I'm going to be able to like triple GQ them. So yeah, I think I like my opponent says BRB. All right. Shiny new bicycle with that Twitch Prime sub. Thank you. Thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. If you want to get access to the Cyber Guide, all you need to do is you need to join the Discord with that first link over there, and link your Discord account to your Twitch account, and you will get access to all the sub only channels. Yeah, because you know, playing out Primetime is tempting there, but the problem with you doing that is that we're not gonna have access to Condescend, and we won't have access to any means of interaction. While doing this, it's pretty good. I guess my opponent agrees that my line was pretty good. The combo. Sweet combo. Yeah, we're just gonna leave this. This hand is very slow. This hand is infinitely better. Voyage over Rexage is interesting. Well, Voyage bounces Karn and Ugin, and the Rexage only answers O-Stone basically. Also, bouncing Wormcall is probably better than destroying it. And both of them answer the O-Stone, you know, in a, I don't want to say that in an effective way, but in a practical way. So we're gonna go turn 1 Amulet, turn 2 Azusa, play both of our lands and hold up Ghost Quarter. And then again, if we do find the Ramunap, we just win. You're saying playing a third copy of... Oh, that's right. I need to bottom a card. I mulliganed here. You mean a third copy of Voyage? I don't know if we want to go that deep. I guess I bottom this guy. The only problem now is that Nature's Claim kind of owns me, but that's like the only way that I get punished. Yeah. I hate that. I hate when I say, well, if they have exactly this card, then I'm gonna, well, there it is. Exactly that card. There it is. So now we get to cycle the thicket. Please no dismember. Play a Susa. Play Simic. And I could bounce the Ghost Quarter and replay it. I don't think that my opponent has the last Tron piece. So because of that, I'm going to not play around a potential Karn here. They are totally going to top deck the last Tron piece right now and punish me, but... Alright, sweet. Good. I mean, we can do this the hard way, huh? Play Amulet. Oof. Ooh, this is so good for us. That's awesome for us. Alright, that's very, very good for us. Like, my opponent went back a land drop. And we still have access to Titan mana. Yeah, I really like that for us. So now we're gonna swing for 2 with the Azusa. Just look at that value. Just look at that value. We just shortened the clock for 1 turn. Let's go Squatter there. And F6. Sylvan's crying. Damn it, I fixed their mana. I guess I didn't. Alright, cool. Feel this bad. Let's find a prime time or a pact. Raminab would be pretty sweet here. Third Azusa, not so much. This is just really bad beats. This is very, very unlucky. Yeah. We're kind of a little bit too late, bro. Setting up for my opponent to -6 here to kill my prime time. But next turn I can drop another one. So that's cool. I mean, my opponent has like a bunch of haymakers I could play here, and I just lose the game on the spot, but I gotta play to my outs, I guess. Is that O-Stone? Scrying. That's probably worse than O-Stone. Quick question: do you think this deck is top build right now, or just testing still? Oh, I'm testing it still. I mean, the deck is like super new. I literally played 4 leagues total. This is my 24th match with the deck, so I'm still messing around with the cards that I'm trying out. I'm messing around with the numbers that I'm playing. So definitely nothing is set in stone. They have the Karn. Yeah, like that Azusa draw was just... That really sucks. That really, really sucks. What? One, two, three. So I can't Amulet? What if I packed for Excavator? So transmute 1, 2, 3 for Excavator. No, I'm 1 mana short. I don't think I have outs here. Cantona, no, I think I'm gonna do this for today, and then I might be back with some Karn Amulet probably on Thursday. Yeah, so I guess if they were like, if they were gonna -6, it makes sense because it kind of like answers both of their outs, and I'm exactly 1 mana short of like Azusa plus Ramunap, so that's not an option. If I played an Amulet, then I'm 1 mana short of Prime Time. So I think I am just dead here because I cannot beat the Ulamog and I cannot stop the Ulamog either. So yeah, I think I'm out of options. I can transmute for Pact of Negation to counter this, but then Karn minuses and I can't pay for Pact. So yeah, I'm just out of options. That was rough. Like that was very, very unlucky to just like draw all of my Asusas. Yeah, I was 1 mana short for the Asusa plus Ramunap, and I could have transmuted for Ramunap, play the Ramunap and play the Ghost Quarter for my Gilead, but and play the Asusa that way, but then that taps the Ghost Quarter, so I'm short, you know, I'm 1 mana short anyway. So yeah, bad beats. This hand is pretty sick, so I'm gonna keep. We're on the play too. Oh baby. Did you consider testing the 35 line list? I considered it. I just don't really like the look of that list. No, because the T-West was in hand. No, we had exactly 8. We had three bounce lands and 2 lands. The Sunhome that my opponent exiled was the 9th mana. Just want to see someone play it. I mean, just play it. Just you can play it yourself. Humans. All right. Hopefully they don't have a cavern here. No cavern. Sweet. Got him. That is so huge too. Like counter the Meddling Mage is insane value here. And we get to bottom these terrible cards. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. I guess I cycle first because if I find Azusa, I can actually play her out. Or that. Yeah, I don't think I want to hold up Condescend. It brings me back. It brings me back 1 land drop, and it's just not worth it. All right, so that's a Thalia. You got your Thalia. Gonna gain a couple of life. And we're holding up Condescend again. Did my humans opponent just like unfortunately draw? Okay, so it's not humans. This must be something like blue-white taxes or Phantasmal Image. I guess I might as well counter this just for the scry value. Dark Reaper with a tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, we're just gonna bottom both of these. We're gonna tighten my opponent this turn. Nice. Boop. And boop. Come on, opponent, just F6. Like you literally cannot represent anything. So just F6. Just let me do my thing. Play prime time. I guess I could have done this differently. I could have like ended with the Radiant Fountain in play. Probably not going to matter. But just, you know, for the sake of tight play, you know. So there was a better way for me to do this. Because like I wasted 1 mana for no reason. We already have a Toler West in hand, so I think I want Kalni and another T-West, I guess. Oops, misclicked. I think I wanted this anyway, but it was a misclick. This should be GG's. Oh, nice, Dito. Yeah, you played well. Like watching that match against Davius was just like, woof, so brutal. Block there, and I think that we can transmute for Ballista here, and it's probably gonna be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, my opponent concedes. Lord says make 3 packs seem reasonable, but I think it's worth noting in case it was a small sample size. What are you talking about? Great cheese. Definitely want this. Definitely want this. Bring in them Braids. Take out all the Condescends. Bring in Rex Sage and Queen. Take out Bojuku Bog. How long do I have to wait until you can see the Cyber Guy? I think it's 2 hours. I think it updates every 2 hours. Dark Reaper. Oh, the Tron matchup. Yep. It was definitely a small sample size to be fair. I think in this matchup I might want to shade the Tranquil Thicket. Just like having an ETB tap land, it's kind of risky. Let's go with this. Still on the temple list, I see. Yeah, Richard, I'm just finishing the league that I started yesterday. It seemed worth finishing on stream. Dum Dum with that Twitch Prime sub for the 5th month in a row. Thank you so much, Dum Dum. Thank you for the sweet content. You got it. Opponent keeps 7. How do we like this hand? Basically, if we miss a land drop, we lose. But we have Scout into Steerings, into a bunch of answers to Meddling Mage. All right, I'm gonna risk it. We had 26 lands, 26 outs. All right, looking good. Looking good. Even this plays around Thalia, so we can Steerings through Thalia. In fact, depending on what my opponent does, I might be interested in just like Ballista in a way, the Noble Hierarch. Yeah, 19-5 actually. Thank you, Dido. Really appreciate it. Oh yeah. Oh, we're gunning down that Hierarch. Believe me. Believe me that we're gunning down that Hierarch. And even the Ballista is gonna survive. Yeah, this is just insane gas. This should kind of be game over right here. They should ban Amulet because of this kind of stuff. Bing. All right, I can't play Primeval Titan. Your go. You can't play any spells in your deck. Sounds fair? Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with this. Take 2. Is this version more real than Devoted on Karn? Definitely more real than Devoted Druid. I don't think it's more real than Karn. I'm a big fan of Karn, so. Alright, so I can't. That's actually not bad because it lets me develop my mana a little bit. I can't play Primetime, obviously. So I have 2 land drops. I can Steerings first to try to find an amulet. No such luck. Oddly enough, I think I'm gonna get the Kalni Garden here. And then I'm going to play Bounce Land. Bounce. Play the Bounce Land again. And the reason I got Kalni Garden there is because of Detention Sphere. Like, the only way that my opponent can keep up with me is if they play a Detention Sphere. And the Kalni Garden allows me to play Explosive Zone too. So that's why I did this. Attack here. I'm gonna see what my opponent does. We can, if they do play another human, we can kill the champion before it grows out of range of the ballista. If they don't play another human, then we can. Okay, so they do play another human. All right, so I'm gonna pick the champion. So now they are forced into taking the explosives. Like this is not an option. You need to take this. I don't know what my opponent is tanking about because it's kind of a forced play. More like they're forced to concede. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair, actually. Alright, you got my Medley Mage attack. Play Kalni Garden. Song with Wakibi. Yep, Ballista won this game by itself. I don't think it was close. And now it kind of doesn't matter what my opponent does. I am probably just killing the Metal Mage and prime timing them next turn. Probably tanking on how dead they are. Yeah, that's definitely the play. The play is to tank on how dead you are, and then concede. I guess they keep playing. Sure, I'm gonna take my chump block. Win the game without casting Titan, yeah. Oh no, Thalia Heretic Cathar. How could I ever beat this card, right? Like, I mean, all my stuff comes into play tapped, right? That's unbeatable. That is unbeatable. Oh no, look at that. My land comes into play tapped. That's so bad for me. Oh no, my prime time comes into play tapped too. Oh no. My land's into play tapped as well? Oh my. Never lucky, huh? Just never lucky. We actually have lethal right here, so let's go for that. All the ETB tap lands. So unlucky. Thalia doing work. Alright. This is why you don't bring in Heretic Cathar against Amulet? Kind of, yeah, right? Yep. I am kind of perplexed at how they just play that Thalia right there. Just like, do you literally have no other options? Or maybe they didn't have any other options. That would be that. I mean, that would be the only thing that makes sense. But yep, another 4-1 with this list. So for reference, what we are messing around with here is No Remands, which is a card I don't like, and we are playing the 29th land in Tranquil Thicket, and we are playing the Walking Ballista in the main deck. Walking Ballista main already has paid off, honestly, so have you thought about doing a draft while streaming? I did, and I made a poll on Twitter, and people were like, nah, just play Constructed. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. I do draft. I've been drafting a ton of Modern Horizons. I did like 20 drafts or something. Yeah. Yeah, I think I have like four or five trophies. 5 trophies currently. And I even have like this deck that I have not played any matches with so far. Which is kind of sweet. I only got one Jane though. 3 of my 5 trophies are with ninjas. That deck is awesome. Fall for the stronghold, indeed. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. I'm not a Force of Vigor fan, but I like the other changes you made to the list. I mean, honestly, for me, Force of Vigor has been very, very good. So I really like the card. Maybe in this list it's a little bit better than in other lists. Let's check out. Actually, it might be like about the same. Yeah, I think we have about the same. There's like literally one more green card in this list than in this list, so it's not that big of a difference. But the Force of Vigor has been decent. I could see playing something like, I don't know. I don't know what I would play over the Force of Vigor, honestly. I just really like the card. I love to watch you play drafts. Okay, sweet. Good to know, Dark Reaper. I appreciate it. Ninjas, yes. Blue black ninjas in is I think it's the best archetype in Modern Horizons draft. How do you feel about this list over the red or white? Well, this is a red list, and right now my record with this is 20-5. So I have been doing pretty well with it, to be honest. I'm not complaining. I think that 20-5 is pretty solid. I'm not going to say no to an 80% win rate. Yeah, but the issue, Palladion, about this no stuff is that if there's another snow drafter, then your deck becomes unplayable. Whereas with the ninjas, you can 2 of the trophies that I got were with ninjas lists that didn't come together, that it were just like not great, honestly. But when this I only have 1 trophy with snow, and it was like an insane snow deck, but I tried drafting snow like 3 or 4 times, and the times that it didn't get there, it's just like it's an unplayable deck because you're just not doing anything right. Yeah, that's my point, Palladion, exactly. Well, the voyages have been good sometimes, and like really good some other times. Like floating a couple of mana and like bouncing thing in the ice after it flips has been very good, and then like scry 2 for value. Like, you know, your opponent goes like all in on like trying to flip their thing in the ice to put on a clock, and they just bounce it, and they are like extremely far behind because they can't even replay the thing in the ice that turn. And then you just like play a Titan on the following turn, which you can like scry to try to find. So the Voyages have been, this have been the card that most consistently overperformed for me. I don't think I won a third one, but the two have been very, very good. Remand was before here in 2 copies, and that card consistently underperformed, so that's why they are no longer here. And the Condescend have been consistently fine. They have been impressive in some very narrow situations, like we just saw against humans, where Condescend just like managed to counter a meddling mage on turn 2, which was just like backbreaking and not really doing much else after that. Because sometimes, you know, you are just condescending for the scry, like against decks like Hogaak and stuff like that. You're like you only get to like condescend for 1, and sometimes they do have the 1 mana to pay, and then you're just basically just like getting your scry value. I'm like preventing them from playing another dude or something like that. But the list has been good so far. I'm gonna play another league right now after I tell you about how you can hit that follow button in order to get notified whenever I go live, and you can do so for free if you enjoy the content that I'm making. I play a lot of Modern and sometimes Legacy on this stream. So if you enjoy that kind of content, make sure that you hit that follow button. If you want to support the stream, you can subscribe using that link over there. You get these sweet emotes, as well as the sideboard guide that I wrote on Karn Amulet. If you want to check out previous streams, you can do so in my YouTube channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, if you are into the whole social media thing, you can find me at FPavlosMTG. I always post whenever I'm going live. If you want to join my Discord, the Primetime Stronghold Discord, you can use that very first link. And if you want to join the Amulet Discord, you can use the second link that you see right there on screen. And finally, if you want to help support the stream and you want to help me go to GP Las Vegas later in August, make sure that you make a donation on that link over there. With any donation of $12 or more, I will play any deck that you want to see live on stream for your viewing pleasure. But yeah, any donation is always greatly appreciated. All right, let's go. Shameless plug over. Let's go. See, Pact of Negation is cyber now. Is this just because there's made the Condescend? I've been hating Pact of Negation more and more lately, the regular card list. Richen, yeah, that's basically the idea. The thing is that Pact of Negation is such a good one-off to have in your deck. It's just such a good one-off. Even there are some situations where you're playing against decks that the Pact of Negation is very bad, but you just randomly find yourself in a situation where the Pact of Negation is actually good anyway, like against Burn and stuff like that. So yeah, if I didn't have the Condescend, I would be playing the Pact in the main. So turn 1 cycle, turn 2 Condescend. Damn, I really wish I were on the play here. Really wish I were on the play here. Well, that is something at least. Opponent missing line drops. Guess that's how we get to win this game. Please don't pass. Let me condescend something, please. Sure. Condescend that one. And mostly because I don't want them to enable their Mox Opal. Huh. I don't think I want this. I kind of need to find an amulet here if I'm gonna win this game. I guess the third scout. Sure, sure. Sounds good. Think you'll play Field of the Dead as an alliance isn't great for me. No, because I don't think there's any matchup in which that card is actually necessary. Like, I literally see no point in playing that card. I don't think this ballista is going to do enough, so that's why I'm doing this. I guess I should have played around this. Yeah, that was my bad. I could have transmuted for explosives this turn if I. Yeah, that was dumb. Ugh, that was dumb. I should have played around steering Zine exactly into explosives. So I guess I'm gonna play out the ballista then. And I'm playing the gemstone here because I'm again trying to set up explosives, transmuting for explosives. Actually, I think I'm interested in pinging this right now. Again, because of the Mox Opal. No, I think I want to snap this off right now. I take 1 damage, but that's 1 more turn that my opponent does not have the Mox Opal enabled. Yeah, so my thought process for field is that against the decks where you... Oh, damn it. Yeah, this is bad. Against the deck where you would want it, it doesn't win in the situations where you would want it to win. Like, it's really hard to enable. Yeah, this is not gonna be enough. I'm dead next turn, right? So they sack. This represents 4 power. 4 power, that's 8. Yeah, they have lethal. Okay, we're dead. In the situations where, like against John, for example, if you have 7 mana, like if you have 7 different lands in play, you're probably not losing that game anyway, right? And if you don't have it enabled, then like, what are you doing? Like, you lose the matches against John where you don't hit your land drops. You don't lose the other matchups. Okay. I think I want to take out the Condescends. I think Perilous Voyage is going to be better. I should be expecting the Damping Sphere. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, it's at best a sideboard card, but it's like the slot that it would take. Yeah, I think I'll keep this. The slot that it would take would be the Cavern of Souls slot, and I think Cavern of Souls is just overall a better card. I think I'm more interested in cycling this thicket because I want to find the red source. Yeah, I definitely don't think it's a main deck card, and I don't think anybody can reasonably think that it's a main deck card. Alright, so we lose to Damping Sphere here. Alright, we can beat that guy. We can certainly beat that guy. Do I risk it? I think I do. This is so annoying in Moto. Steerings for... I guess I'm gonna get the Gemstone Mine again. I'm trying to play around Damp Sphere. So now next turn I can Titan and Braid if I need to. It might be greedy to let my opponent tap with Steel Overseer though. Yeah, that's exactly why. That's why it might be greedy. Oh. Oh, I guess we just kind of win then. No, I guess we actually win. I guess we actually win. Stupid Llanowar Reborn. That's so annoying. So we're gonna do Garrison and this. Boom, boom. Haste here. I guess I want to bounce this. I have no packs to pay, so I don't need to find anything like that. I can't kill, so I'm going to do this, and I'm gonna get Ghost Squatter Gruul Turf. I guess we'll Squatter Simic. And we're gonna bounce the Gemstone, I guess. Serve, play the Garrison, bounce the Simic. And now we're holding up. I guess we're gonna braid this right now. We upbraid this guy. We are holding up Perilous Voyage and Ghost Squatter. I don't think how my opponent can win this game. Yeah, fair enough, but that's why I fetch for the Ghost Squatter. And Voyage is going to get the Hardened Scales if I need to, or it's gonna get like a Ravager or whatever my opponent plays now. No, I think Llanowar Revolt is actually quite strong in the Hardened Scales deck. It's just really annoying to play with in Moto, because literally every creature that comes into play triggers it. To the optimal line as usual. Oh, thank you, Grilled Cheese. That's so nice of you to say. I guess that there's a way that I could lose, which would involve double Dismember. Or I guess Dismember into Ballista. But in response to the Ballista, I can bounce the Hardened Scales, which is kind of value. Oh, instead of playing it in Moto, yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, I still remember when people played like the Absent Company deck in Moto, and it's just like, oh my god, that's so annoying. And they even tried to like make it so it was easier to combo with the things, but then you still needed to like go through every single scry trigger, and you couldn't really stack your deck properly, right? Because it was just so many clicks. It was super annoying. All right, what you got, OP? What you got? New England company is easy to do, yeah. Yeah. I honestly think that the main reason to not play Kitchen Things is Moto. Bithing Needle? Resolves. You can just bounce it. Alright. Never saw it coming. Now we pack for a second prime time and we win. Or my opponent just concedes. Was that lethal? I think it was. Garrison, and then we double strike 16 minus 5. Yep, that was lethal. Anything else? Not really. I love Kitchen Finks though. Yeah, I know. Finks is such a sweet card, especially when you're playing against like John or something like that, and you just play a 3/2 that comes back. It just feels so good. I really like having 28 lands, one of them being Thicket. Yeah, I mean, it's been working out. I'm not gonna lie, like it's been working out, and there's some nice value to it in that it allows you to still hit your land drops, and then later in the game you can just like bounce it and cycle if needed. I guess I keep. You can play deck, but I play Sue, and not having it in my 75 right now hurts me. What are you talking about, Palladium? Teehee. Alright. Don't claim me, bro. Bounce. I think I'm gonna bounce the Ravager here, depending on what they do. If they swing for like a really good amount, I'm not gonna bounce it. If they sack stuff to the Ravager and whatnot, if not, I'm just gonna bounce it EOT. It's fantastic right now because there are other dudes that are probably better. Yeah, power creep is real. The power creep is real. Nice, we get to bottom all of those. Sick. Something good. That one doesn't really count. Gonna name Giant here. I'm gonna play the Azusa, and then I'm going to hopefully steerings into something good. That was definitely not what I would consider something good, but the good thing is next turn I can, if Azusa doesn't die and the amulet doesn't die, next turn I can do some cool stuff. As in, if I steerings into a bounce land, I can actually if I steerings into a bounce land, I can actually cast a Titan. No blocks. All right, swing for 3. Yeah, Damp Sphere is gonna be annoying. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Okay, what to do here? So I'm gonna need to deal with that welding jar. So let's do this for 0. Steerings. Finally we find the Gruul Turf. Any order? This is gonna be 1, 2. One, two, crack the welding jar. Yeah, I guess I can't really do anything here because I want to hold this in hand. So, damn it, this one's hard. I can play this. No, I can't, because then the other explosive is gonna blow up my own explosive. So never mind. We just need to pass here. We need to deal with the welding jar first, and then we're gonna deal with the Damp Sphere next turn. So we need my opponent to not draw another welding jar, basically. Force of Vigor would be sick here. No blocks. Take 3. They play the Overseer. That's even better. Sweet. Alright, so we crack this EOT. That destroys the jar. Sweet. So blue, green. Yeah, I'm gonna be short some mana. Crack. I'm gonna be short 2 mana, unfortunately. Transmute. For Summoner's Pact and pass the turn. Now, even if they damn Sphere, I should be able to cast my Primetime and do my thing. With Mark Hustle and FNM, instead of turning him in, he just split prices with me, even though I did terrible. It was pretty chill. Oh, really? He just split prices with me. I mean, that's that's ethically interesting, I guess. But I mean, if that's what you wanted to do, yeah. Yeah, if like somebody saw you doing that, they could definitely turn you in. So yeah, you gotta be careful with that. So I can 16 here. Can I set something up? So I'm not gonna be able to get Ink Moth, so that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I activate twice? I don't think so. No, actually I can. I can force the chump, actually. So yeah, so check this out. We're gonna do Boros Stronghold. I have 2 more land drops remaining. My opponent cannot actually do anything here. They can't kill my prime time. So we're gonna do Boros Garrison. We're gonna replay the Garrison. We're going to bounce the Stronghold and replay it. And now on the attack, I guess my opponent is gonna be forced to block the prime time, because I'm gonna swing for 20. So they're gonna be forced to kill the prime time, and I guess I can force them to suck something else by attacking with the Azusa. Yeah, so I think I like that. So I think the Azusa is actually gonna get in there. It's not near lethal. It's actually lethal because I can 20 them. So my opponent needs to chump block here. They can't just like they can't block the Azusa. And I have enough mana to pay for the pack even through a Dump Sphere. And I'm gonna leave my opponent with basically no board state, just like 1 Arcbound Worker. And they can't even trade with the prime time because of the like they can make the Urban Ravager the 6-power dude, but they can't even trade because I can double strike, so I don't need to be worried about that either. So also with the Ravager gone, I don't think there's any way that I can die now. And if I want to be extra safe, I can simply just play out the Azusa second main. So I have 2 blockers. Yep, they make the correct block. And I double strike here. So now they need to sack one of the workers. And now the other worker is going to be big, but I have the prime time to block it, so I'm not concerned about that either. No, yeah, that's not even their best play. It's kind of like a forced play. Oh, I guess this also works. But then they can't... Yeah, now they can't... Oh, actually, if they have another Ravager, they play the Ravager, I block here. I don't think that's enough. They would need to have like land, Ravager, and Hardened Scales, and I lose. But they would need to have all 3 cards. Yeah, okay, so then now I'm out of the woods, I think. Yeah, but I guess by doing that... No, but I think there's value in putting them down to 1. Alright, so there's the Mox Opal. So now they... Yeah, now they just don't have enough cards. Right? Wait, do they have lethal here? They might actually just have lethal here. Yeah, I think they have. They needed to have like Mox Opal. No, they don't? No, they don't. Oof. Wow. That was close. That was super close. Maybe I got greedy there. And I could have gotten really punished. Let's just stop like this. Wow, that was cool. Do they have Elvish Spirit Guide plus Fog here? Is that what's going on? They definitely have Elvish Spirit Guide plus Fog. Yeah, that was much closer than I thought it was. That's crazy. Yeah, the Hardened Scales deck can be pretty sick, honestly. Yeah, maybe I got a little bit greedy there. I think there was value in putting them down to 1 because it blanked some of their like draw steps. Like all the canopy lands are now not good enough for them. But maybe it was greedier than I thought it was. I think I like this hand. We have opponent moves to 6. They're on the play. So we have turn 1 Scouts, turn 2 Amulet, and then we have the Cycle Land to try to draw into something. We have Gruul Turf. Ooh, move to 4. Well played game playing around the Damping Sphere. Yeah, Damping Sphere is a beating. What is Laplace Jan on? He usually plays like company decks, but I guess he's on humans. Alright. Yeah, we were. We were probably winning that one. Well, maybe not actually. No, yeah, we were. So humans. We want that, we want this, we want these, we want this. No Condescendies. No Bojuki Bog, and yes, Rex Sage. What's the other card we took out? I think it was yeah, the Waterlogged Grove. Waterlogged Grove. Yep. Alright. Yeah, but if it's Eldrazi and Elves, then my sideboarding is not gonna change, right? It's gonna be like very, very similar. Like against Elf, I don't want Hornet Queen. But against neither of those decks, I want... Against neither of those decks, I want the Condescend, right? Against Elves, I don't because they have like a million mana. Against Eldrazi, I don't because they have Cavernous Souls. Like literally, my opponent's only play was a Cavernous Souls. That's all the real info I have about their deck. So yeah, but yeah, it's possible. Maybe they're a Merfolk or something. Again, I don't think my sideboarding changes. Against Merfolk, I would want Ghost Squatter though. That's like the only thing that changes. Sneeping this hand. Alright, so they are on Tron. Again, this doesn't really change things much for me. I guess I don't want the Fire Spout against Tron. I mean, this is kind of GG's here. They could have exactly Thought Not Seer into Chalice on 0. That's the only way that they win. Doesn't do anything. Oh, I missed Lethal. You're right. Yeah, I guess I did miss Lethal. I guess it wasn't lethal because I have the Stronghold in play. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, team. I failed you. I failed you. I will kill my opponent on turn 3 instead of turn 2. Yeah, so I guess this is in play. I guess my opponent concedes anyway, but this is in play, so I wasn't gonna be able to kill there. I would have needed to like get Azusa basically, pack for Azusa. No, I guess I can pack for another Titan. Never mind. Yeah, that seems considerably better. All right. Damn, I can't remember the board state, but I think I did have the turn 2 kill, didn't I? I guess I get caught by Dismember though. Yeah, so I can go for the turn 2 kill, but my opponent has a Mind Stone up, so they could be representing Dismember. And if they had a Dismember instead of winning on turn 3, I just lose the game straight up because I don't have enough to pay for Pact. So probably not worth doing, I guess. So maybe even if I mean I didn't see the line. I mean, let's be fair, I did not see the line. But even if I had, I think I should have gone for the line I took anyway, because I don't die to Dismember, and Dismember is, I guess, more likely than Thought Not Seer into Chalice. Exactly. I have time for a third league at this rate. Yeah, I don't think so. But we're for sure finishing this one and then playing one. Finishing this one. Yes. Playing the Amulet instead of Steerings in case I draw Azusa. In fact, if I draw Azusa, that would be insane. Hi, do you know any good Esper Mentor decks with Unearth? I don't think I do, unfortunately. Can't really help you there, my friend. Turn 1 Shaper Sanctuary. Alright. Well, there you go. Palladian. Yes, you are, Palladian. Thanks for asking. This Infect. Got him. Do we want either of this? I don't think we do. No, we want to try to find a Titan or a Susa. I guess that one counts too. Still don't know what I'm gonna play it on, so I'm not gonna play it out yet. Yeah, people don't ever see the Condescend on turn 2, huh? I wonder why. Clear staple in all and every amulet list. Condescend, of course. Classic. Well, there you go, Wacky Macky. I know that Edgar was playing Escort Mentor at some point, and he was happy with it. What's up, Scott? How you doing? Things are going great. We just keep winning with this list. It's just can't help it. Can't help it. Just winning. Just winning all the time. Ichor Claw Mirror. So we're gonna have prime time next turn. And I can reset my gemstone this way, so that seems worth doing. I killed against Edgar last night. He was on E-Tron. E-Tron? Ooh. Bad beats. So here if my opponent attacks for 1, I'm gonna let it go. Because I want them to not be able to play another 2-mana threat second main. Actually, I think if this is not lethal at all. Alright. So now even if my opponent has another Blighted Agent, they can't really play it out because of the explosives, which means that this turn I'm going to get to prime time, swing for 8 and set up lethal for the following turn, meaning that I can't lose the game anymore unless my opponent has some hasty creature. The only way I lose is if my opponent has somehow a hasty creature in their Infect deck. Sure. Let's go with that one. So now never mind, now my opponent is actually dead. What's the way to do it? We would need Garrison plus Vesuva. Is there a kill here? Garrison plus Vesuva. We activate the first time, we activate a second time, leave the stronghold open. No, I guess we can't actually kill here. Yeah, we can't actually kill. So sad. So I guess we just can like do our thing and then transmit for Ballista. Want this, probably want Force of Vigor, and probably want this as well. Probably want this and want this. It's a lot of cards. Fountain out. Condescend is sketch, especially on the draw. Probably Bog can come out. Why are they on Mare for the ease of casting cost? I assume it's like Infect Creature number 9 instead of the other guy, the 3 mana that destroys an artifact guy. With mono green control deck. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're trying the Mare out. I mean, it works out for us because Explosive Zone 2 now kills more stuff. I'm trying to think if there was lethal, but I'm not sure. I don't think there was lethal. My opponent was exactly at 17. So I don't think we had lethal even with double amulet. Because the stronghold was in play. Yeah, Boros Garrison plus Vesuva, we need to copy the stronghold. We already made a land drop. Yeah, but how do we activate the Sun Home on the attack? We have made our land drop already. And the Boros Garrison is in play. Oh yeah, you're right, Hexmage. Yeah, Gemstone and Sunhome. Yeah, because we can use the mana from the untapped stronghold. Yeah, you're correct. You are right. You're right. Not sure about this sideboarding. I think I definitely don't want as many Condescend. Condescend doesn't seem very good on the draw against mono 1-drop dot deck. I like this hand. We got ramp, we got different ways of interaction. I am in. Or we need to play this deck more. Yes, you should. You really do need to play this deck more because it's freaking sweet. Point the most to 6. We got a very, very good hand. It's either this or Grixis Ursa. You know what, Hexmage? I was literally thinking about the same thing. I've been going over some Grixis Ursa and I'm like, where was it? Oh, there we go. I was going over some Grixis Ursa lists and I'm like, maybe I want to take this for a spin and see how that feels. Missing the 4th Ursa. Funny enough, I drafted all 3 of these. I have not bought a single Ursa, but I am very good at opening Ursa. I literally open 1 Red at 6 and 3 Ursas before I open the first Force of Negation. Yes, Grilled Cheese. I do agree that this version is very fun to play, as opposed to the Druid version, which I honestly did not like. Only opened Force of Vigor. I think I've opened Force of Vigor like 4 or 5 times. Like, how many forces do I have? I think I already sold 2, and right now I have 5. so yeah, I've been opening a fair amount of Force of Vigors. So this is not lethal, so I'm gonna not block here. I think I'm gonna make sure I don't die, and I'm going to bounce this guy right here. I could also bounce the Noble Hierarch to deny my opponent from mana, but I think that this is gonna be better. I don't need the amulet. I really need to find a Titan though. And if my opponent spends their turn replaying the Glistener Elf, then I'm gonna be playing Explosives on 1, so I definitely don't want to see that amulet. That seems exactly like what my opponent's doing. explosives on one. Oh, I messed it up. I should have played Azusa and both lands. Yeah, I mis-sequenced here. My bad. They just concede. All right. we were drawing pretty well right there. 2 over Infect. No big deal. Just casually beating one of our absolute worst matchups. Thing agrees his Ursa is weak against Jund and Control and Amulet. My record against I usually play Karn Amulet. And the Ursa deck has a really tough time against Karn. As in, I have not lost a single game where I resolved the Karn. Sneep. I don't know if we're getting lucky and just drawing very good hands, or if this deck is just actually busted. This is a repeat opponent. I think that I've played against this person in the past, at least if not today, yesterday. Steppelhoff. Yeah, I don't know what they are, so we don't get the scouting value. We do get this scouting value though. Huh? I know. High quality humor in here. High quality humor. Please don't be on John. Okay. This is probably less bad for us than John, honestly. Play our Amulet. Play with Botanical Sanctum. Pass the turn. If our opponent plays something that's very good, like that one, clearly condescending with the Kalni trigger on the stack is very important right here. Is this Azusa good enough? Let's do some math. So we're gonna need 3 to cast the Azusa. That's gonna be 6 mana plus 2. So we're gonna be 1 mana short. So I guess this Azusa is not good enough. So we're gonna bottom it and try to get lucky. Did we just beat Infect? Yes, we did. We did beat Infect 2-0. Yeah, we're actually just like the best players ever. Gravecrawler getting back the Venge Vine. Alright, that means Hogaak. And Hogaak is good news for the home team for sure. That doesn't do it. The good thing is that now we are representing lethal for next turn. And we're representing lethal even through... Oh, there's the Hogaak. My opponent will need to chump block the Hogaak next turn. So that's pretty cool. I went to get a drink, come back, and they're in a new match. Yep, that's the power of Tempo Amulet. So they're probably going to swing all. That means that I go down to 12. Then my opponent needs to chump block the prime time. So I need this scout to stay alive. And then they go down to 3. That's basically like not drawing a card. But they don't have lethal, right? I'm at 12 and my opponent, I will have one blocker and my opponent will only have, I block here, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not lethal. So I don't need to worry about that. Play Primeval Titan, yes. Boros Garrison, Slayer Stronghold. Attack, yes. Simic, Sunhome. Bounce the Kalni, sure. Yeah, you better block, bro. And even if they are gonna be able to recast their Hogaak, but it doesn't matter. Only possible ways I lose are to like main deck removal from my prime time. Literally only way to lose. So that would be probably Lightning Axe. I cannot beat it though. I cannot beat the Lightning Axe though, so I can't really play around it. So there's also that. It's no Vengevine there. Still no Vengevine, so we're still good. Opponent has a Thug in hand. Still no Vengevine though. Yeah, because the Bloodghast are not hasty, and those dudes don't block, so... Block there. Yep, they can see. Sweet. So playing against the Gak, we want this, and I'm not sure whether we want this guy or not. Thicket out, Condescends out, particularly on the draw. Yeah, I think it was Modern Master 2015. Those foils were very, very shitty. They were not great quality foils, for sure. I don't think I won the list, actually. I'd rather have another explosives over the ballista. Dropping frames, derping frames. And it's our. Cool. We survived the frame drop. I don't like Rexage against Gak. Yes, I don't either. But I have been got really, really hard by White Leyline. So if I see Leyline from my opponent, I'm going to bring in the Rexage. Because Leyline blanks all of her graveyard hate. That's literally the only reason to want Rexage against Hogaak. Alright, bring it on, Hogaak. What do you got? I love how they banned Bridge, and this deck is still like very, very good. Like it was so absurdly busted before. It's hilarious. Hey, new to the stream, what do you think? Field of the Dead has been popping off in some lists recently. I don't think it's very good. First of all, welcome, actually. Second of all, I don't think it's very good in Amulet because it doesn't do what you want against the matchups where you think it would do what you would want, if that makes sense. Like against Jund, which is the most defensible of the matchups, I think that the field doesn't win you any game that you would not be winning anyway. What I mean is, if you are getting value from the field, then that means that you have 7 lands or more in play, and that means that you're probably winning any other way. The matches that you lose against John are because you actually you don't get to that much mana. So that is my very first thoughts on the card. Second of all, against blue-white, I think that Cavern of Souls is a significantly better card. I snap kept this hand based on the Tormod script. That might have been wrong, actually. Depending on what my opponent does here, but... it's possible for that to have been a mistake. I mean, I'm loving this, though. If this is all my opponent has here... haha, joke's on you, my hand sucks. Oh, no second land? I'm into this. No need to pop this off until my opponent has something of value and they don't have enough dudes to play a Hogaak, so just gonna hang in here. Okay, now I actually do need to pop this off, because otherwise my opponent is gonna be able to get their Gak online. How was Golos? Oh, you're actually somebody else, okay. Because I'm like, I have not played that card. Looks terrible to me. Interesting. I think I'm gonna use this turn to transmute for Summoner's Pact. Wayfinder. Alright, so here comes the Gak, unfortunately for me. This card is actually incredibly good in this deck. Like, it really is so freaking good, it's incredible. Crit might have been a better choice. I don't think I agree. Like, the only way that we can win here is if... like, we need to Titan to win this game, so... here comes the Gak, man. Taking this chump over here. Alright, so we are setting this up for next turn. I need to play the explosives on 1 right now. And I need to crack it right now, and I need to also play my amulet right now in order to get things going. Now next turn I can prime time. And if I draw a second amulet, I just win. But we can't play around anything here. So this is not lethal, so we still have outs. Also, my opponent only at 9. Not losing often leads to wins with our deck. Not against everything. Not against every deck. Against some decks, yes, I agree. But against other decks, it's not so clear-cut. So my opponent is representing... They are representing Assassin's Trophy. I don't think I can beat Assassin's Trophy though. Can I beat I'm just dead to the Hogaak, so I cannot really beat Assassin's Trophy. Now, can I set up lethal? That is the question. I can play my Azusa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I can. So I can set up lethal. So I guess that's what I'm gonna go for. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna play the Azusa. Play Gruul Turf. Then play Gruul Turf a third time. That's gonna allow me to pact, cast my Titan, get Garrison plus... Get Garrison plus Stronghold. That's gonna haste my Titan. Sunhome still untapped. On the attack trigger, I get a bounce land plus a Vesuva to copy the Boros Garrison, and that should be it. Okay, so they did have the Assassin's Trophy. Again, I don't think I can beat this anyway. So 1, 2, 3. I can't prime time anymore now. I'm 1 mana short. All right. Yeah, I don't think Crypt is particularly incredible against the Hogaak deck. I think it slows... I mean, you can see how my opponent beat the Crypt. I don't want to say easily, but almost easily, yeah. I think this setup is the best that we can do. So we're gonna send it back. All right. Go big or go home, right? Go big or go home. That's what's up. So we're gonna go turn 1 Amulet again in case we draw a bounce land. I don't think we have any chances of a turn 2 kill here, unfortunately. And my opponent might have a Thoughtseize here. No, Faithless Looting. Okay, because of this, I am going to Stirrings before playing the Amulet, because I might find Bojuka block. Yeah, against Dredge, Crypt is significantly better than against Hogvine. Alright, so we... I think I'm actually going to play the Amulet, because by playing the Amulet first, I can play out the Kalni and I get to double Stirrings, which basically guarantees the Titan unless my opponent has a way to them. No, we found no value there. We didn't find the bug. We did not find the what's his name either, the Tolaria West, which would have been a fine draw. And these are all hands that I would much rather have in the deck. These are all cards that I much rather have in the deck than in my hand. So I guess I'm gonna pick the Gemstone Mine there. Yeah, those were some really bad Ancient Stirrings, honestly. Now if my opponent has a Thoughtseize, I'm gonna be in a tough spot. The good thing is that means that they don't bring back the Vengevine, but here's the Thief. No, Supplier. Alright, so this means no Thoughtseize, which means that we are very likely to win now. We don't have lethal though. That's something that I want to point out, because the Vesua is in our hand. So we packed. Play primetime, haste. We can bring my opponent down to 1. Seems worth doing. It's actually quite unlucky that things ended up working out this way. That we drew our Vesuva. So I'm gonna try to play around as much things as I can possibly play around. So I think I'm going to bounce the... No, I can't bounce the County Garden here. I definitely want to attack and represent a double strike, because there's value in denying my opponent the mana, and I also want to try to set up Tolaria West for next turn. It might be that I just need to accept the fact that I'm going to die to Assassin's Trophy. Because I cannot get Tolaria West. I cannot get Tolaria West plus Sunhome, and I definitely need the Sunhome. No, Trophy on Green Karoo doesn't do anything. I'm gonna get more lands, and Trophy gives me a forest. So I'm concerned about Trophy on a Titan. That's what's concerning. Because if my Titan dies, I have no more Titans, right? Yes, I Atom Confirmer, but my point was that I wanted to try to get Sunhome and Tolaria West. But I don't think I can afford to do that. Well, actually I can, I think. So we're going to double strike this guy. I bounce the Stronghold here. Yeah, so okay, so I can actually do this. So we're gonna get Sunhome Tolaria here. So this makes them go to 1, or they need to chump with the Hogaak, which is what they do. Okay, so this means that now I have time, which is exactly what I was looking for. So now they trophy my Titan, I get a basic forest. On my turn I pay for my Pact, I cast Scout, my opponent does not have lethal over 2 turns, so that's good. And then I have the Tolaria West in place, so I can set up my next Titan for next turn. Yeah, I think this is by far the best possible line. So now trophy doesn't do it. Yeah, there's a trophy. So we're covered against trophy. And we're gonna set up another Titan for next turn. Alright, sweet. Yeah, so I think this is by far the best possible line that we could have found. My opponent is now down a land, which is kind of good for us. They're gonna just recast the Hogaak this turn. This is fucking insane. This is absurd. Yes. Ha! 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 Yeah! Yeah! Get wrecked! Get wrecked, Hogaak! Oh, this is sick! So now in the following turn, opponent loots. Gas crawler. Got him. Oh, they never saw the previous. Oh, this is my opponent reading the card. That's some extra value right there. And now we have lethal next turn if the scout survives. Yep. All right. So we're going to blue, and one copy turf. Unless my opponent is somehow plays surgical extraction, this should be game over right here. Summoner's Pact. Pact for prime time. We actually do have double amulets, so we're gonna be able to kill them easily. Important to know that the Vesua is in play. You can just counter surgical. No, because I don't have enough blue mana. I needed to use both of my blue in order to transmute. So yeah. Do I double prime time here? No, because I cannot double haste, so there's no use in doing that. So we're just going to just bog him. Yeah, just bog him. Just to mine and bog you. It doesn't matter. One white, red, double strike, haste. Let's do this out. Bog you, go to combat, swing. Casually for a no. That felt good. That felt good, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy that. Perilous Voyage MVP. Honestly, with so many people testing out Hogaak, I am starting to suspect that we should probably be playing white instead of red. A Brady is nice and everything, but you know, just take out these four, get those sanctuaries in, get that Caviar Crossroads. I think the new zombie token land from core 20 is worth playing. I disagree. I explained my reasoning a couple of times already. Basically, it doesn't do what you want to do unless you're already winning. Like against, you want it. First of all, it's a cyber card. It is a tap, a land that comes to play tap and that for colorless, which is just terrible. It's even worse than Bojukibo because it doesn't give you value when you're trying to explosives. But it's only good when you are somehow already winning. And in the matchups where you would want that kind of effect, this hand is obviously very, very slow, so I'm going to mulligan. In the matchups where you would want that kind of effect, you are either... Okay, I'm going to keep this. And I guess I'm going to bottom the Thicket. No, actually I'm going to bottom the Scout, because we're going to go turn 1... Yeah, we're going to bottom the Scout. Turn 1 Amulet, turn 2 Azusa. Like against John, if you have 7 lands in order to start getting value for this land, you're probably winning anyway, because the matches that you lose against John are because they John you out and then they destroy your lands. And another Faithless Looting deck. And against like blue, white and stuff, then Cavern I think it's just a better card, and that's why there's a second Cavern in my sideboard right here. So those are my thoughts as to why I don't think that card is that good. So let's do Turf here. And I think I'm actually going to play out both of my lands and just pass the turn. We of course drew the absolute best possible card we could have drawn there, which was a Primetime, which basically sets up a very, very good turn for us next turn. It seems that we're playing against Dredge. Okay, so it seems like we are playing against Dredge instead of what's his name? Hogaak. So I expect this to be a positive matchup for us. Have you tested it? I feel like it's good enough to test. I mean, I could. I just explained why I don't think that it's good enough to test. Gundog. Because of the reason I just stated. I don't think it's better than literally everything else that I have going on. That's my thought. Okay, so we are playing against Gak. Good to know. This makes things worse for us because if they find the Hogaak here, they always find the Hogaak. It's insane. Like it's absurd the consistency with which they get turned to Hogaak. It's just incredible. It is very, very impressive, honestly. Like I honestly cannot remember the last time I played against the Hogaak deck and they didn't have the Hogaak on turn 2. So play this once, play this twice. That's 4 mana. That's 6 mana. I have 1 land drop remaining. I can pact for Boros Stronghold. Play Haste Titan. Bounce Boros. Replay the Boros. Bounce something else. I attack with Primetime. I can swing for 16, bringing my opponent down to 1. Which blanks the Marsh Flats. That seems like the best play. I think so. And yeah, an Atom Confirmer, when you say so little opportunity cost, I think that you are very wrong. I think that having a land that enters the battlefield tapped and it only taps for colorless is a really, really huge cost. Because it's not a green source. Any land that is not a green source is a very high cost for the deck. It's an card you need to ask if there are better options for the matchups you're bringing it in, and I think they are, yeah. Or is making plays for it, I'd rather play 2 Cavern. With my thoughts in Modern, thoughts on Mardu the Shadow, looks like something I'd enjoy, which is obviously... but how do you think it will hold up in the current meta? I think that Death Shadow is always a very good deck. I think that it's possible that Grixis is the best shell for it. D-Doggy Dotty has an insane record with that deck. and I think he is very, very good at playing it, and it pays off for him all the time. What do you guys think of the new 6-mana Chandra? I think that it's very, very good against control, and that's about it. Same much cover is good in, though it's my thing. Like, it's good with Security Black and humans as well. Gundog, I just told you what I don't think it's good against Green Black. I think that against Green Black, if you make it to 6 mana or to 7 lands in play, you're probably going to be winning that game anyway. So it doesn't really help a bad matchup. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you're going to be winning anyway. If you lose against Green Black, it's most likely because you are not making it to 6 mana. And that's a problem. So what is the best time to bounce here? Probably Radiant Fountain. Yeah, definitely Radiant Fountain here. Summoner's back for prime time. I'm sorry for my opponent because I'm like talking to chat and I'm about to kill them here. Slayer's Stronghold. Bounce this, replay this. Bounce this, go to combat. I'm not gonna attack with the Azusa because that's actually a free block for my opponent. So it's not worth it to attack with the Azusa. And I actually could use the land drops in the coming turns. So we're getting Sunhome, or we're getting, I want to bounce land, so I guess Simic Growth Chamber. Okay, they concede. I don't think it's good against humans. You win games against humans, you get to 7 mana. Yeah, same thing. In my testing, it has been good against humans because of Meddling Mage. Yes, but it's really hard to make it to 7 lands if you're not casting at prime time. So we are running into the same issue. By the time you're just chomping ground pounders against humans. Yeah, so again, if you want to play around Meddling Mage, then that card is not very good because of, you know, what I'm saying right now. It's just like, it's a card that you need to resolve a playing time already for it to be doing anything. So, yeah. So what did I do? I did this, right? I think this is what I did. Maybe this. All right, let's go. Fortunately, I don't think this card is good enough. This hand is good enough. This one probably is. Gonna bottom the Redundant Pact. Pass it turn. Natty Bog. Natty Bog. Hear the chant. Natty Bog. Natty Bog. Natty Bog. Oh my, so much value. Come on. Give it to me. Alright, Thoughtseize resolves. Oh, it's also awesome that this hand is like super resilient against Thoughtseize. Like, what is, like, I guess that's definitely the correct pick, but it's just like, what are they supposed to do? Natty Bog. Natty Bog. We are definitely missing some lands here for sure. Carrion Feeder resolves. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I think I'm gonna crack the Tormod's Crit right here. It's super weird, but this is exactly enough mana for them to cast a Hogaak. And next turn, like whatever they get, next turn I'm gonna bog them, so... And they play their land first for no reason, so we're gonna get some sick value here. Natty bog. Natty bog. Ooh, actually I made a mistake there. Yeah, I should have played explosives for 1. So my opponent doesn't have 2 creatures to Hogaak. I forgot that the scout... Yeah, I'm gonna let this go. I forgot that he can like sack here. Yeah, that was actually bad. That was quite bad. I think this is worth doing actually. And I'm gonna do this main phase to see what they draw. I guess I missed on 1 point of damage. That might actually be relevant. I missed on 1 point of damage there. Alright, let's see what they mill. Okay, so nothing of relevance. There's that Vengevine, but I can play around that. Alright. Big 2. Yeah, I definitely missed 1 point of damage there. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Thoughtseize, you got it. Sick. Yeah. And I'm gonna be bouncing this guy right here. And I'm gonna do this main phase. My opponent has only a single card left in hand. And this makes sure that I cannot get gacked. So we're just gonna do this. And next turn, unless my opponent has another Thoughtseize. That doesn't do it. They can sack the Stitcher Supplier. Yeah, this card this engine is so powerful, it's insane. Okay, we're gonna get to prime time here this turn. Woof. There's the Gravecrawler. They should cast the other Gravecrawler. That is insane. They had 1 card left in hand. And they... Wow, that's ridiculous. Yeah, because I bounce... I didn't talk about that, you're right. I bounce this because it guarantees that I have Titan mana next turn. Oh, wow. Alright. So now we get to exile that. Do we want to exile that? I guess I'd rather Colony Garden, right? Because I can't really stop the engine that they have going on. Wait a second, I didn't bring in the second explosives? Where's my second explosives? It's right there, I'm dumb. So Colony Garden can chump the Carrion Feeder. Let's do some math. I can't block the Gack. I have no packs to pay for, that's important. The thing is that, as you can see, my opponent can do stuff. I mean, imagine if I had bounced the ball and I'm not able to cast a prime time this turn. Then I'm not winning this game in a million years. So if you had bounced the Bojuka Bog instead of this, you would have lost this game. Now we have a shot. I think I'm gonna do Kalni plus Fountain. Or Kalni plus Sunhome. No, I would have needed to, Amiri. Because I was playing around them drawing Hogaak, but they drew the absolute best card, which is Carrion Feeder into Stitcher Supplier into Hogaak, which means that there's no point for me to sack the Tormod Script to prevent them from getting Hogaak into play. Yeah, I did play my land. I need this was my 6th land that I played. It's turn 6. So I definitely want Colony Garden. I think I want Radiant Fountain. Or Bordos Garrison. I think I'm gonna go with this. I was thinking of the Bordos Garrison because it's a way that I can attempt to double strike next turn. The thing is that double striking doesn't give me lethal anyway. Again, I missed 1 point with that Tribe Scout that 1 turn, and I guess they would be at 14, so it wouldn't be lethal either. So they attack like this. I'm gonna block here and block there. Blocking the Bloodghast because they need to actually have a land drop in order to get this back, and this they literally have the mana in there, so they can get those back very easily. No, the turn that I had the opportunity to bounce the bog, I did, and I replayed it, and I got extra value from it. So, yeah. The turn when I did not get to get the extra value, that's when I didn't because I couldn't. Probably gonna sack and recast again. Yeah, that Carrion Feeder is getting huge. Amulet is, I think, the only way that I win here. It's not an amulet. So I can swing, I can get... Yeah, I just cannot do enough. I don't have lethal, and I cannot do enough. If I had gotten Bordos Garrison last turn, I would be at 3, and I would be able to have a Primetime as a blocker, which would soak up 6 points of damage. But then I would still die to like all the critters. Yeah, this is kind of heartbreaking. My opponent just beat double Bojuki Bog, Tormod Script, Engineered Explosives. That was a very, very impressive showing. To be fair, my opponent had like that turn where they drew the Stitcher Supplier. That was literally the best card that they could have drawn, bar none. But still, like they played very well, and they got there, playing through a bunch of hate. Yep, this hand needs to tighten, and it wins very, very quickly. Yeah, there was no amulet in play, Scott. So that's what I was thinking. Oh, grilled cheese. Yeah, you're correct. Actually, that might have been an out to like try to cycle exactly into the voyage. Okay, so I think I'm gonna lead on Scout. Let's see what they got here. All right, if we draw prime time, we're gonna win. It's as easy as that. I guess they can have a Thoughtseize. this one, play a Susa, play this, and that would be... So if my opponent trophies the amulet, I can still primetime next turn. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna hold these in hand. Yeah, for sure. Like Thicket as the 29th land has felt pretty good overall. My opponent is a Thoughtseize right here. Could you have grabbed Sunhome over Radiant Fountain? Yes, Mode Gallias, but then I didn't have red and white mana. What's up, Gary? Did you make a question that I missed or something? I don't know what the question marks mean. Red shenanigans. I guess that's a reason to have played this card out. Huh. I'm bouncing the Bloodghast because I really want to see this what the top of the deck is gonna yield. So those are, both of those are bad. At this point, well, if they field me, if they Assassin's Trophy me, then I can't do anything anyway. So I think I'm gonna bottom both of this, and I am going to play this, bounce, replay, and I'm gonna swing for 4. And if I know that they can flashback the looting, but if they do flashback the looting, then they cannot. Then they cannot get back the Bloodghast, so they can do either one or the other. Firespot hasn't been great in this matchup. It would have been in the previous game. Like, getting rid of the critters would have helped. That's what I ended up dying to. Please, no Thoughtseize here. Stitcher Supplier is so broken in that deck. It's kind of insane. Alright, here comes the Vine. If there's no Hogaak, I can beat these still. There's the 3rd Bloodghast. Those come back. I don't care as much. Again, Hogaak is the only thing that matters here. Please don't have it, opponent. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Wow, that's insane. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Like, my opponent's draw was like, it's absolutely perfect. Like, exactly perfect. It's so insane. That's so insane. And now if they attack with the Vengevine, like, I just know for a fact that I'm dead, because that means that they have a way to find another blocker. I know, they just keep on printing Death card. It's just like, why? Can I please have it prime time? Please. I'm totally gonna die here. Like, I'm totally not gonna lose this game. Please get greedy. 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 Please attack with the Vengevine. Please get greedy. Please get greedy. Oh, that's actually lethal? Damn it. I guess they did not get greedy. Yeah, I thought that they had only 2 guests. I cannot believe we lost those games 2 and 3. Like, my opponent had like literally the absolute perfects. Like, if any of their cards, like, if they had instead of shenanigans, if they had Assassin's Trophy, we win. If instead of if they don't have that very last Thoughtseize, we win. If they don't mill those 2 Bloodghasts with the Stitcher Supplier, we win. How did I punt that game, Swinley? And Andrea with that tier 1 subscription. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Could have played it exactly, Swinley. But as I was saying I could only play if I play around. Like, if my opponent has Assassin's Trophy and they trophy my bounce land, then I don't have access to 6 mana. So I didn't punt the game. I just chose to play around one thing, and my opponent had in hand their one-off. My opponent is playing at least 2 or 3 Assassin's Trophies, and they're playing only a single shenanigans, and they drew the shenanigans instead of the Assassin's Trophy. But if they trophy one of my lands, then I don't have access to Titan mana. So that's why I did that. Item confirmer again. Tell me when. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. and I'm trying to, like, the plays that I made them for a reason. It's just that my opponent had the other card. And I said that. I said like I can play around Assassin's Trophy, or I can play around I think I said Ancient Grudge. And my opponent had that one. Amulet is for Team Fire? No, Amulet is because it's lit. It's because it's lit. So, and thank you, Grilled Cheese, for that tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. They would probably trophy Amulet, and you might as well draw another land, so them trophying the balanced land isn't that likely. Well, yes and no. I mean, it depends on which level I put my opponent. It depends on which level I put my opponent on, right? If my opponent knows that their out is doing that, then they're gonna go for that instead. So it's just like a matter. I just gotta choose what to play around. Maybe I did choose to play around the wrong card, but making a punt is, I consider making a punt when I make a play and I know it's wrong. This is, I made this play for a reason and I ended up getting punished for it, which I think it's a different situation. But in any case, we get yet another 4-1, so that brings my win streak to 24-6. Yeah, right? 24-6. Pretty solid. I can decide between Highman Amulet and Karn Amulet. I've been playing the Highman version for a long time, but it seems to me the Karn is better. Personally, I like Karn better. In the current meta, as I see it, I think that the best version might be something like... let's see if I can find the version. Too many versions. I think that I would play Trinket Mage. Do I have no Trinket Mage lists here? I guess there are no Trinket Mage lists. Weird. Yeah, so something similar to what I played at the GP. Not that, not that. Something like this, yeah. This might be one of the best things to be doing right now. Personally, I really like Karn, and I think that Karn is pretty good. It's just overall in the metagame, I don't think it's that well positioned. But I think I would play something like this, probably with a second Trinket Mage over the third Coalition Relic. But yeah, I would be doing something like this. How has this deck been? Excellent. Over 5 leagues, we have... I have an 80% win rate, so... Yeah, it's been pretty solid. It's been pretty solid. 35 version of Amulet, yeah. there's a lot of things that get tested in this stream. But yeah, so as far as the sideboard goes, I might be interested in splashing white, which would mean probably 2 Path to Exile and 1 Winds of Abandon. I'm interested in testing out Winds of Abandon. It might not be good though. And then the other sideboard cards that I'm thinking of is maybe Negate over Spell Pierce. I think that Spell Pierce makes sense, so I probably want to keep the Spell Pierce instead, because the idea is we want like the 1 mana counterspell for the turns where Condescend is just not good enough. Like against Neobrand and stuff like that, where just like 2 mana might be too late. As far as everything else, I am very happy with the second explosives. I'm definitely going to keep this. Cavern has been good. Ghost Quarter has been very, very good. The 2 Tormod Script have been even close to not enough, honestly. Maybe we should be doing like 1 Tormod Script and 1 like Grafdigger's Cage or something. Let's try that out. Because this Grafdigger's Cage is better and it's worse against Hogaak. It's better in that it doesn't allow your opponent to cast the Hogaak from the graveyard, obviously, but it's worse because it still lets them cast the Hogaak from their hand. What does the Karn version look like? This is my latest Karn list right here. So what we have is we are playing 3 Karns, we're playing Explosives and Ballista for the matchups where Karn is actually not great. And then it's pretty much the Amulet Shell. I choose to splash white because I think that Path to Exile is excellent. And in the only difference that in the sideboard we actually do have a Karn Wish package. So we have stuff like Wormcoil Engine, Mycosynth Lattice, Crucible, Pithing Needle. Good cards, but that most of them, like some of them are only there because of Karn. Namely these 2. And I guess these 3. Because otherwise this would be Ramming Up Excavator. And the thing is that Karn makes these cards very, very powerful. Have you tried Bane of Summer in the sideboard? Yes, I have not been impressed with it. I feel like it's a card that you want to play multiple copies of if you are, and I'd rather play like different cards instead of just like have 2 or 3 copies of that card. And even in the matchups where you want it, it's not very good. Like it's terrible against the Fairy from blue-white. It's really bad against like a Liliana Plus. I did test it, and the only time that I drew it where it could have been good, I ended up discarding it to a Liliana Plus, and it made me very sad. Dude, I love me some Coalition Relic. Yeah, Coalition Relic is pretty sweet. It's a very good card in this kind of shell. If you wanna see me playing this list, you can check out tomorrow. You can check out the MSL. I will be playing this list against Susurrus MTG on Weird Person. So you can check out more information at modernstreamersleague.com. So make sure that you check that out, and it will be live tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST. Veil's a bit better in creature heavy decks, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, you can't have cards that are too situational in this list. It's just because of the play patterns. Like it's not so easy to like, you know, hold up like green for long periods of time. If your opponent just like snaps off a Thoughtseize, that's good. Like you get to do that, but you have like 8 untapped green sources on turn 1. Like if your opponent goes turn 1 Thoughtseize, so you need to draw one of your 8 untapped sources and then like also draw the Veil, and for your opponent to attempt to Thoughtseize you on turn 1. So it's just like too many things have to go your way. I agree that it's very very good if you get to do its thing, you know, but it's too situational. It's too hard to pull off. What about Renan 6? I have not tested that one. I have seen Edgar doing well with it, and I think it might be good in the shell. However, it forces you to play cards that I don't really want to play multiple copies of. Like for example, the Tranquil Thicket that we were playing over here. It forces you to like play multiple copies of Tranquil Thicket. It's just like it's a different deck altogether, and it's really really hard to play Renan 6 on turn 2, and it's also very hard to protect Renan 6 once you have played it. So I am not sure how good that version of the deck is. Also, I don't own any Renan 6, so I had one and I sold it because I wanted to draft some more. I know it's a problem. Have you played against John a lot recently by chance? I'm noticing the matchup is a bit harder because of Renan 6. I agree 100% Richen, but I don't like with this list. I played against it 2 or 3 times and I beat John all 3 times. It's very difficult to beat both Renan 6 and Liddy. The blind token just doesn't do it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Palladian, I have not. So what I'm waiting for is they need to add Renan 6 to the chests. Because right now, Renan 6 is so expensive because you cannot get it off chests. Like, literally the only way to do it is by opening packs and, like, opening it on a pack. That's the only way that you have to open a Renan 6. So, because of that, the supply is, like, very, very limited. And it's, like, people are playing it in, like, 3 or 4 copies in Legacy. So, it's a very in-demand card with not that much offer. So, that's why it's so expensive. To beat both Renan 6 and Lily playing together. Yeah, so actually with Karn, it's very good because like against John, what I do the most with Karn is either Karn minus for Pithing Needle to name their Liliana or whatever, and then or if I do have enough mana and I don't care about Liliana, is I play Karn and I immediately minus for Wormcoil Engine and the Wormcoil Engine just wins. Those are the most common play patterns against John. So, you know, be mindful of that the next time you play the matchup. Renan 6 would be good enough without the many cycle lands? No, I don't think so. If you're not getting value of Renan 6, then the card is just not good. And we don't play fetch lands, right? So you're not getting value that way. So without cycle lands, there's literally 3 ways in our deck, 4 I guess, to get advantage of Renan 6. That's just not enough. It's just not good enough. So. Played the version with Trick Mage 2. I played 3 Trick Mage. Sometimes I thought it was a dead card. High Mind is fun against the control and burn decks. Looks like I'm gonna have to test Karn. My deck list looks like yours and had a Crucible and Cyber. Yeah, I mean, it's all good stuff, you know. Swindly, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. If you want to look at like the different lists and everything like that, if you are already familiar with the deck, I recommend you check out. I recommend you, if you look in my YouTube channel, you can find a video that's called The Mystifying Amulet Titan Part 2. So if you look that up, you're gonna see I rumble for 3 hours talking about like all the different versions of Amulet and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that kind of in learning more about all the different versions of the deck, all the different card choices, when one version is better or worse than the other, all that stuff, then I recommend you check out that video. Carmela seems to be the best version at the moment. I mean, this is like what I would play. I honestly have been kind of very impressed by this list. I'm not gonna lie. I know that now the leagues are quote unquote easier, but yeah, this list has been playing out very very well, and I think that the best position list right now might be something like this, probably with a second Trinket Mage over the third Coalition Relic, and with a different sideboard. We can of course reconfigure the sideboard, but like a main deck like this. Having problems to deal with this new John list. My just want to unearth main and choose for minute of cyber, so I can't even get. Well, but that's a problem, Primeval Titan. That's like the big way that John gets you. If they don't fulminate you, you usually win, and that's why I don't think that Field of what? Field of the one that makes zombies. Field of the Dead. There we go. I don't think that this card is the answer by any means. In fact, I think this card is very bad in that matchup. I think that you would need to work really hard to make that work, and I don't think that is like if you're making it to 6 mana or more, you're usually just winning anyway. So yeah, I don't think it's particularly good. I think Trinket Mage again might be like the best thing to be doing right now. This is the best version against John. Because Trinket Mage finds you your engineered explosives, you can find your amulet if you need to go fast, and it's a 2-for-1, and 2-for-1s are good against Junt. In fact, when Trinket Mage goes get at explosives and you like blow up a Bob and a Tarmogoyf, that's actually a 3-for-1, so it can be even more than a 2-for-1. So yeah, Trinket Mage is I think it's the best version of the deck against Junt, and you want to play Rhyming Up Excavator in the sideboard. So yeah, for this version, there's definitely some updating to do. But yeah, this might be like the version to be playing right now. 2-3 card and 2-3 Trinket Mage with one mana on the side. Haha, no, I have not, and no, I will not. Thank you, Grilled Cheese. Yeah, good luck at work. Yeah, I think playing an amulet is playing one amulet in the sideboard is intrinsically just by definition incorrect. And I don't think that any argument that you can make is going to be better than the fact that, you know, just the way the deck plays out, you want to see Amulet on turns 1, 2, or 3. And by playing 3 Amulets instead of 4, you're minimizing those chances. So you're maximizing your chances of finding Amulet overall, but you are minimizing your chances of actually drawing Amulet when you want to draw Amulet. So I think that is just wrong. I think that you can try it, but you're gonna be wrong. You're gonna be much better having 4 amulets in the main deck. Do you think pack is still worth the main lot? Haven't found it at all useful lately. Off negation, that is. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I just think that it's such a good one-off card. That is the thing with Pact of Negation. It's such a good card to have access to one-off. We were doing a coaching session yesterday with Gareth, which is a friend. He's on the Discord and everything, and we were even playing against Mono Red Phoenix, and even against Mono Red Phoenix, we were in game 1 and we found ourselves in a situation where Pact of Negation just closed the door. Like we resolved the prime time and everything, but we couldn't kill that turn, and we were like at a low life total, and their opponent still had the chance to draw like Manamorphose into something else. Because they had like a Phoenix or 2 in the graveyard, and we couldn't get out of Phoenix plus Bolt range, and then we made sure that like the line was just to like prime time and not attack and go get Pact of Negation that basically locked our opponents out and then set up lethal for the next turn. So it just enables those things to happen, and I think the opportunity cost is very low, particularly now with the London Mulligan. When you mulligan into hands with a Pact of Negation, you just bottom it and you're golden. And also in some matchups, Pact of Negation is the difference between winning and losing, mostly against decks like Tron and stuff like that. But yeah, so I think it's still worth the main slot. I would understand if people would side it out and like put it in the sideboard and then like try to play it from there. But I think that it's still worth the main deck slot. But yeah, if there are not any more questions, I wanted to close up the stream. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. I will be back tomorrow. I will do a shorter stream tomorrow because I will need to leave early. So we'll probably do a shorter stream, and we will be done by around like 12 or something, like around noon. So we're gonna start around 10 a.m. and then by around noon we're gonna be done. But yeah, we're probably going to be playing some maybe Karn Amulet. I haven't played Karn Amulet in a long time, But yeah, I've just been doing so well with this version that I really wanted to make sure it was real, and it looks like it is. So if you're interested in this, just yeah, make sure you check it out. This list has been working out very well. If you want to check out previous, first of all, if you want to follow, make sure you hit that follow button. You can get notified whenever I go live. If you want to help support the channel, you can always subscribe. You can get these sweet emotes, as well as access to not only my latest cyber guide, but also all the previous ones as well. The latest one being with Karn. So Karn Rip. This is the list that I wrote the cyber guide with. I will be writing another one, an updated one, next month. And probably for this list, we'll see. But I will be probably writing another one, an updated cyber guide next month. Situation the Great. I wonder if adding utility of Trinket or something to Karn list is better. I'll experiment around. Yeah, for sure, Macmet Kalfi. But yeah, I don't think the Trinket Mage plays particularly well with Karn. Like I think I'd rather have a second Coalition Relic over the first Trinket Mage in my Karn list, in order to make sure that I can, you know, maximize my Karn. But yeah, you can try Trinket Mage if you want. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can find me at fpavloshmtg. If you want to check out previous streams, including this one, you can find me on my YouTube channel over there. You can check out previous streams over there on my archives. If you want to join both my own Discord and the Amulet Discord, those are the links that you can use over there. And finally, if you want to help me go to GP Las Vegas in August, you can donate to the stream, which is always very appreciated. And with any donation of $12 or more, you can get in contact with me, and I can play any deck of your choosing through a league. So yeah, always very appreciated. All right, let's see who is streaming Modern. Oh, actually, Yamakiller is streaming. That's cool. Yeah, Yamakiller is another member of the MSL. Very good player, and he's been on a roll lately. He's been winning a lot. So let's go check out his stream. I think he's playing Vintage right now. That's kind of sick. All right, we're gonna raid Yamakiller, and I will see all of you tomorrow. And yeah, have an awesome rest of your day. Bye bye.